Well, actually, we know that he was supposedly killed since the 20th of May. It's a Nigerian journalist from Human Angle and Ahmed Salkida who broke the story at the time, which was confirmed in an audio by the Islamic State leader, the actual leader, an internal audio, an official audio, where they confirmed the conditions of his death. So he was followed, he was tracked inside the Sambisa forest that we see here, his hideout since years. So he was tracked by Islamic State jihadis, led by Al-Barnawi, who's the son of the founder of Boko Haram. And he said in this audio that he was chased and killed upon the order of the Islamic State Central, meaning in the Levant. And we should know that when Shekau asked to vow allegiance to Baghdadi, who's dead now, I was following this very, very closely with some internal sources, and there was a chart that he should have followed in order for Baghdadi to accept the allegiance. So he did at first, and he named the same Barnawi as spokes. Then in 2016, he was cut out of the Islamic State because of his radicalism. Just one example, because he considers, for example, that all the people living in Maiduguri, all the Muslims living in Maiduguri, that the Islamic State has the right to kill them since they're not on his side or with him. And then the same Barnawi got kicked out by the Islamic State, by the same Baghdad. He was on the run in Syria at the time, just for you to understand that there's real command and control over the group. Then Barnawi was brought back in, and one of his missions was to chase out Shekau and finish with this problem of the Islamic State in the Lakshade region.
And it sounds like he succeeded then.
He succeeded. I think that he's dead. We have many testimonies. Many of his men joined the Islamic State. A few are still reluctant, but I guess that with time the Islamic State will get to finish with them.
So, Wasim, what are the consequences then going to be for Boko Haram and for the Islamic State group?
Well, Boko Haram, when the split happened in 2016, was very much weakened, since most of the commanders went with Barnawi and left Shekau for many reasons. For the extremism of Shekau, for him assuming alone the leadership. And we know that for the Islamic State, they are getting more and more professional. And here we are seeing on these images the attack on a town. We see that troop transport at the beginning and soldiers following in a very professional and military way, which cuts with the usual manners of Boko Haram. And this is one of the conditions that was imposed by the Islamic State, is for them to get more professional, have a professional army, and professionalize their attacks against military facilities and even human rights organizations, but avoiding random killing of Muslims as Shekau used to do. So this professionalization of the Islamic State is very dangerous for Nigeria, because Shekau was random, but they are very professional today. So they are much bigger threat for the state. And if we can see on some pictures that were issued lately by the Islamic State, we see that they're administrating a territory. Here they are taking taxes from people there, from herders or from people living and they are giving back, for example, and this is important, for the sons of the people who died in their ranks. So this shows a certain administration and certain organization that cuts with the manners of Shekau. So here we see they are giving back for poor people, for example. Even it's a propaganda effort, but it is happening. And today we can say that the most efficient, between brackets, branch of the Islamic State, the most active branch of the Islamic State, is in this Lakshade region, knowing that also the Islamic State active in the Sahel region depends from this branch too.
All right, worrying stuff.